Good day, you absolute legends. Welcome back to another edition of Update News. Now, today's hot topic is Sean Murray leaked 3 new updates, and I've uncovered the tiles. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I've spent the last 24 hours meticulously and painstakingly trying to unblur the images, and I've used a wide range of techniques in order to do so. And ladies and gentlemen, I have got some news for you. I have managed to do it, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly what it is I've found. But before we do get into that, as always, can I please just ask your very good selves, just double check your subscriptions for me, and if you need to resubscribe to the channel, please do resubscribe to the channel. Or if you have been watching me for a while, you like what I do, you like the content that I make, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button? You definitely will not regret it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into today's video. So just a quick recap on what's happened over the last 24 to 48 hours. Mr. Murray posted this: 8 years ago today, No Man's Sky launched and we welcomed the first folks into our universe. I feel so lucky to be on this journey with the community and this amazing team. What a journey, you guys. Now, he also included a picture, the tile collage picture that he posts with all of the latest updates. And look at that, there are 3 blurred out images. Now, what could this possibly mean? So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I've been a very busy bee. Over the last 24 hours, I've been trying my very best to unblur the images as best as possible to actually bring out the secrets on which they're trying to hide, and I've managed to do so. So the first image here on our far right is definitely Prisms. The middle one, which we didn't know yesterday, was Atlas Rises, and then the very first one, which is now the far left, that is indeed the Expeditions. So I've managed to go ahead and unblur the images as best as possible. So ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and I made this image now, which I will release this over on Twitter after this video goes live. So if you're definitely not following me on Twitter, you want to do so, then I'll have the link to that in the video description down below. So now we know that these are just placeholder images for the 3 additional spaces now on the tile. Now, what does that mean? Well, the community seems to think that there's gonna be 3 additional updates. I would agree with that also. However, with only 4 months left of the year and 3 updates now been charted on the table, I think it's gonna be such a hard push for 3 big major tile updates to come out for the rest of this year. Obviously, they would have to do something like 1 major big update virtually every month, or every 1 month and 2 weeks. It works out something like that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that would be such a hard push from Hello Games that I just don't feel like at the moment that's super realistic. We might be expecting, and again, there's no obligation from Hello Games to do so because we've already had Worlds Part 1, which is absolutely incredible. So, I mean, I'm expecting maybe, and I say expecting very loosely here because like I said, no obligation, but maybe 1 more major update this year before year's end. So what this picture could represent is future plans for Hello Games, future plans for No Man's Sky, and future update releases. Now, we know that Worlds Part 2 will be coming around the corner. It has already been confirmed. We know that. It was all in the release update logs. We know that Worlds Part 2 will be here at some point, and that, I believe, is probably what the first image is meant to signify. Now, the other 2 images, what I believe is a small glimpse into the future. I believe that these images are what's coming up next year. So for the next big updates, as we would be expecting with normal patterns from Hello Games, which is probably around about the January, February time thereafter. Now, that's what I heavily suspect, but the community has also said, well, Mr. Murray in the Game Awards has said that No Man's Sky is going to go through its biggest year in 2024. And yes, we have already seen that, and Mr. Murray has more than delivered and kept on that promise. And we've seen that with Worlds Part 1, for example. We've had amazing updates this year, and Worlds Part 1 was really the cream on on the crop. It really, really, really was. So Worlds Part 2 will be out this year. So at the end of the day, that's what I feel like. But, you know, there are some people in the community that think that there very well might be 3 updates this year. I think that's going to be a hard push, like I said, but the community still feels like that very well may be happening. So let me know what side of the fence you are on with this. Are you on Team A? Do you agree with my assessment that this is a glimpse into the future? We might get one of these tiles this year, and then the 2 more tiles will be coming next year. Or are you Team B? Do you think that Hello Games are going to make an almighty push and get these 3 tiles cemented properly? Now, I also believe as well that the reason that these are placeholder tiles is because the artwork is not ready yet. So it's a normal thing by developers that whenever there's, you know, something in the pipe works and they need something, that's why it's called a placeholder. And at the end of the day, they need to have the artwork ready for that. But obviously, the artwork isn't even ready for it yet. So again, that's what makes me a little bit more skeptical that this isn't 3 updates of this year. Like I said, going back on it, I think it's going to be pretty much next year for the other 2. But we will be getting, again, Worlds Part 2 this year. That I highly do anticipate. Now, as you can also imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the community has been set on fire with this. Everyone is super, super stoked in the comment section underneath Mr. Murray's post. And even in the video that I made yesterday, which absolutely went on fire. And yeah, absolutely amazing. Thank you to absolutely everybody who watched that video and pressed like. And I am really sorry as well about the blurriness on some of the images that are shown. It was just due to a recording malfunction, but that has been fixed. So hopefully this video today is crisp and sharp. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see from all the comment section from Mr. Murray's post and from my post in the comment section, everybody is absolutely set on fire with this and everyone's really excited, and that is so, so good to see. So ladies and gentlemen, I mean, at the end of the day, Hello Games has celebrated 8 years of No Man's Sky, and after 8 long years, they are still releasing updates, massive game-changing updates, graphical updates to the game after 8 years of support. And remember, all of these updates have been completely for free. And yes, some of the updates have been very lackluster, but some of the updates, like for example World Part 1, which is the very most recent one, has changed the game forever in such a big, unique way that have been absolutely mind-blowing. And the fact is, they have supported this game for 8 long years. Let me know of a single developer out there who has done that for any other title from the original game studio, not one that's been bought out and has been then receiving updates from the new company or whatever the case is. I'm talking the original developer from an indie game dev studio that has supported a game for 8 long years. I mean, this is absolutely incredible, and I for one cannot wait for Light No Fire to release, because I know that Hello Games will put the same love and attention and dedication into Light No Fire as they have done and will continue to do with No Man's Sky. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough rambling on from myself. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.